Well, hello there. Well, as you all know, if you're one of my regular subscribers, I never complain about anything. Yeah, right. Believe that, you'll believe anything. But this is the opposite. This is a recommendation, a compliment on service I've received. The car you're looking at is my wife's Mercedes E350, 2008. And those of you that know me know that at the moment I'm incapacitated and it's difficult for me to work on cars. There is a problem with this car, or should I say there was a problem with this car. It had a parasitic draw on the battery. And when my wife was using the car every day, that never showed, or at least it never reared its ugly head properly. But since she's been retired and not using the car so much, if you leave the car for a couple of days, the battery goes completely flat. Now, initially, I thought that was a possibility that it could have been the battery, so I got the battery changed. And I thought I'd found the problem with the interior lights. However, it wasn't. Then, as I said, I became incapacitated to work on cars and needed to call out a mechanic. Now, apart from the fact that that went against the grain for me because I know I'm capable, I had to call someone because my wife needs to use this car. I called a company, and I believe, the company is Rebel Repair. I called them and they said, look, we're booked like a week out. And I thought, well, that's good. They're busy. They had a 5-star rating, so okay, good, right. We're going to hopefully get good service. I read all the reviews, and yes, they certainly seem to be a good bunch. When I called him, he said, yeah, about a week out. So I said, great, let's make the appointment. Let's get it done. Okay, we'll be there between 9 and 11. I'm giving it a 2-hour window, which is fine. Yesterday, when they were due to come, I got a message at 9:10. Terribly sorry, we're running late. We're going to be a bit late getting to you. Okay, well, so I figured that would then be after 11. They turned up at around 10:20, still within the window that they'd originally set. And during that period, from the 9:10 to the 10:20 when they turned up, they kept me updated as to where they were and how soon they would be at my house. These people arrived, and they had like a minivan full with their tools and everything they needed, and they got stuck in straight away. No hesitation. I chatted to them, told them what I'd done, told them the problem. I'd already removed the carpets and things like that so that they could get to the various fuse boxes on the car. They went at this, and I would say within 20 minutes they had diagnosed the problem. They then spent another half an hour or so confirming that problem was what they thought it was, and it turned out to be the radio. Apparently that is a common fault with these vehicles. The radios tend to short out inside and drain the battery. One of the hints you'll get if you own one of these vehicles is you'll get in the car and you'll have noise coming out of the speaker, even though the radio is not turned on. So anyway, I will put a link to their website in the description. I can only say these people were excellent. They came out, they did the job efficiently. You pay them with cash, Zeal, or Venmo, any of those. I don't think they accept credit cards. And when you think about it, that's good, because it means, one, you don't have to pay interest on the payment, and two, they don't get charged for using credit cards, which is what happens with these credit card companies. So they keep their costs down. There is an initial call-out fee and then an hourly rate. And they did it well within the time. I was thinking it was going to cost me a lot of money. It didn't cost me a lot of money, and I gave them a generous tip because they deserved it. That tip I put into the payment, and the owner of the company assured me that they would get it, and I'm sure they did. They do excellent service, and I cannot fault them. I really cannot, and I will recommend them to anybody. Okay, that's the video. It's just a very short one. just to say this company is well worthwhile using. And as I said, I'm not an inexperienced mechanic. I know what I'm talking about. I don't know everything. I know a hell of a lot. They kept me updated all the time they were here, working on it, what they'd found, what they believed the problem was, how they were going about it. They had much better diagnostic equipment than I've got, which probably helped. And they were absolutely brilliant. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Enough of the chitter chatter. Give them a shout if you're out this way and you need a good mechanic. I had spoken to the owner, and he said he's trying to build up a good business. Well, if he carries on the way he is, with the staff that he's got, he will succeed. Okay, now get out in the garage and do some shit.